Yesterday, I spoke about a little shift in my mindset in terms of that balance between taking the appropriate amount of time, effort, energy to be ready to tackle something and jumping in the deep end and just getting started. Today, I just want to spend a little bit of time circling back to the importance of understanding the why behind the things that we're doing and why it's so important for us to really understand where the different pieces of the puzzle fit into each other and how this helps us to ensure that we remain on the right path. Hello there, Paul Heron here, and this is the From Zero to Marketing Hero podcast, my year-long challenge to create, upload, post a podcast episode every single day for 12 months. And here we are at day 18. So the question that's on my mind today is coming back to the why behind or where this podcast fits into my marketing strategy and my marketing plan. And I've had a bit of a think about it, and I've come up with the top 4 reasons that I know this is the right thing for me to be doing right now. First and foremost, this exercise for me is all about learning and growth. Just over the past couple of weeks, figuring out some of this stuff on my own, getting started, I've learned so many valuable lessons just in the last few weeks alone. But when I think about the real power of this podcast to help me personally and hopefully everyone else who's out there listening to the show, the real power comes from when I start bringing in guests. I hope to bring in a guest every week for the next 12 months. And I think this is a fantastic opportunity to share our best practice and share the things that have worked for us, in the hope that we can all gain some clarity, some ideas about the next things that we might want to try, as well as providing an element of hope to anyone who's just starting out on their journey. It's so important to just be able to see the evidence that there are people out there who have been able to find success in the things that we're looking to work towards. I know for me personally, this is a huge part of this journey for me. I know that when I believe and I can see evidence that others out there have been able to achieve the thing that I'm looking to do, it helps give me that element of belief in myself that I have got what it takes to be able to put the practice in and figure out a way to develop my own recipe to get this to work. And I've mentioned this a few times, but I really do see it as an opportunity to build a bit of a community or a tribe of like-minded people where we can share our best practices and help each other out. And I see that as being a hugely beneficial element of this whole journey. The second reason I know this is a crucial element in my overall marketing strategy is it's a commitment to myself to show up, and again, particularly for the interviews that I'll be doing, to show up on a weekly basis and create some long form content. I hope this podcast eventually becomes something that people look forward to tuning into potentially. But these longer form interviews, hopefully there'll be a video component with them as well as the audio. And there's possibilities to have that regular supply of long form content being produced that can then be repurposed into other forms of content, such as shorts, shorter videos, taking little snippets and quotes and things like that resonate with the message that I'm trying to put out and create and the brand I'm trying to create. And I see it as a great way of creating some content that you can't make on your own. Now, once you start these conversations with other people, you are never really going to know what direction they're going to take. And that's one of the most interesting and exciting things about the prospect of jumping in and getting started. The third reason I know this is the right step for me to be taking right now is that I can see this as a way of increasing awareness of myself, my podcast, as well as providing a platform for my guests to be able to expand their awareness as well. And this is huge. I think this is a big part of what this is all about. Again, the solo podcasts I've been doing have been so beneficial in terms of me just being able to show up and organize my thoughts and start to make sense of some of these strategies. But I think the true power in this process is going to be having like-minded people come together and to be able to share these conversations, hopefully these really interesting conversations across twice the audience, hopefully creating a win-win for us both, which would be fantastic. And the fourth and final reason I know this is the right strategy for me right now is that it just sounds like something that is so fun to jump in and get started on. As a coach, a lot of my work is in my office alone, tapping away on the keyboard. Yes, I have my coaching calls and interactions with customers, which is fantastic. And I've built some fantastic friendships from those experiences. But it is a different dynamic, I think. Working as a professional, my job is to help them make progress in their lives. But I see this opportunity to jump on and start interviewing guests, start interviewing people that I potentially look up to myself. I see that as a really fun dynamic where I can get much more curious about what it is that has helped them to achieve the successes that they've achieved and be a little bit more open to just taking these conversations in whatever direction they go, which just sounds super fun to me. So they're my top 4 reasons why I believe this to be the perfect strategy for me right now. Now, it is early days. There's a long way to go. We don't know how things are going to unfold. There may be more reasons that become massively evident to me as time goes on. And I look forward to that part of the process as well. It is not about remaining fixed in my beliefs about this. I definitely want to continue to maintain this growth mindset, and I feel like I'm just taking huge strides every single day. So I might wrap up day number 18 and leave it there. If you're enjoying the podcast, please remember to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss an episode. If you've got any comments, questions, or any feedback at all, please reach out and let me know. You can head over to my website, paulheronlifecoaching.com. You can find a ton of information on the website there. You can find ways to subscribe to the podcast. You can also join the Facebook group, which is the perfect place to start these conversations. So until tomorrow, bye for now.